Now? Okay. My name is Jaime Kestetter, and been playing poker since 2002, professionally for about 4 years now, I guess, and happy to be at the series at Borgata. I have a younger brother, and older sister, and actually my little brother got me into poker because he used to play a lot online when it was not quite legal for him. He was like 16, he was crushing $2 tournaments, so I started playing a lot more, and actually he's stopped playing now. He has no interest in it at all, and I just can't get enough of it. I went to undergrad at Rutgers, and I ran track and played soccer there because I was always pretty competitive at something. Played a little bit of poker there. Went down to AC every now and then. But I went to the University of Michigan for law school. I thought I wanted to be an attorney. I actually started to play a lot of poker there. I was playing on party poker while I was studying, which probably wasn't the best plan. Played at some Detroit casinos and in a home game with a bunch of law students. And when I graduated, I worked for a couple years, got laid off when everybody got laid off from my firm, and started playing poker. Actually, Borgata Open was the first thing I played, the Borgata Winter Open. I ran really good, so then I decided, poker's easy, which I have since learned is not quite the case. People just collected unemployment, and I didn't really want to do that. I was applying for jobs all over the place. I came here and I just started shopping sit and goes, which is probably a good place to start. You can't lose that much money too quickly, and there were some cheap ones. I chopped those. I kept playing bigger and bigger, and I was running really good. I didn't know it at the time that I was running good. I was like, oh, I'm picking this up so fast. Read 1Million poker books, like anything I can get my hands on, probably saved myself a lot of money in the process. It was a really big deal for me. I think before that, I've always had some doubts about poker because the ups and downs are just really, the swings are really big and they're really hard to overcome. So that was one really big upswing that gave me more funds to play more events in the future. It also gave me some better backing deals where people were more likely to approach me about wanting to buy events. I got one backer for the entire World Series from that he emailed me and was like, you had a great run, I like your style, a couple of my other horses played with you and they like how you play, and that's how it started. Just a really good summer for me where I got to play 15 World Series events. That everyone should go for is tight, aggressive. You don't get too involved in, I play a lot of hands, especially when the blinds are low, get a feel for the table, get some history with some people so that they maybe are more likely to call me down later, or I'll have an idea of how they play. But when the blinds are higher, you really want to not get too involved until you're ready to get heavily involved. You don't want to be in 5 hands rotation. That's not the style that I go for playing anyway, but when I do get involved, I tend to be willing to put all my chips in and put a lot of pressure on people. My friend Katie Stone approached me about joining the Grindettes, which is a group she was starting to get more women involved in poker and kind of be a representative group that's not about how we look or anything else, just about grinding out poker for a living, because there aren't that many women who play the mixed events. You get a lot of people in the ladies events, but they for some reason get intimidated by a bunch of male players. So we thought we could form this group and it would kind of help females figure out that they could play on their own. They don't need guys to back them or boyfriends to teach them or anything like that, because we all started on our own. We didn't really need other people's help to do this. So Katie approached me and I was like, great, I'll join this group. It sounds like fun. I like all the players. One is Jennifer Shahadi, who's just crushed the chess world. She's written 2 chess books. She was the women's champion, U.S. champion 2 years in a row. She does coaching and training in that. She's just brilliant. So poker's come very easy to her. She's learned way faster than I had. And then there's Katie Dozier and Katie Stone, who are both based in Vegas. And they both have different focuses, but they were both mainly online players, which I found funny because there's so many guys who say, oh, girls have an unfair advantage, people fold to them more often. I'm like, they were winning online. No one even knows that they're female. Their graphs are just straight up. So yeah, we formed this group, and I don't know, it's just a nice support system. We talk about hands a lot, we get to see each other a lot, and we're actually all going to be in Mexico together, in Rosarito Beach, and we're going to be playing on Poker Stars mainly and just hanging out.
Are you recruiting?
It's more of a group. It's social right now. I would like to get into coaching, and I would like to make it a team thing, because we all have different strengths. I was mainly a cash game player. I find that live tournaments make people insane. It's just so hard to defeat the variance of it, to ever know what your true ROI is. And in cash games, it's a little easier. You get to put in more hours. You get to game select, which is really big. So that's my focus. And then there's Katie Stone and Katie Dozier, which were almost primarily online, mid to low stakes players, multi-tabling, and that would be their coaching. And I'm not sure, Jennifer's both. She does cash, and she's also really good with like the math side of things, and she's picked up tournaments really quickly. I think she's also just an excellent coach. She's coached chess forever. So I think that would be one way our group could actually like make some money, not just be a social group. But I'm not even sure if that's our goal. I think it's just happy having the support group right now. Future, I love tournaments. I do think that that's my best game. Cash is more what I play because I want to be sane. I want to know what my hourly rate is. I want to know if I put in 40 hours this week and I can expect to make from this amount to this amount. Where tournaments, it's like, sometimes you have the winning lottery ticket. You're the person who runs awesome and is playing awesome, and you end up winning like 100,000 at once. But you can't depend on that, and I think that makes it kind of crazy from year to year to sometimes even have a losing year in a tournament. Sometimes have a year where you're like buying a mansion. Like I'm not really a crazy gambler when it comes to that. So my plan is actually from October 1st to the end of November, I'm going to be in Mexico. I'm going to play on Poker Stars, put in a ton of hours, just make it like not so much of a vacation as like just all work. I'm going to try to put in like 50 hours a week and just grind online, because then you could play, a couple thousand MTTs and you start to see that what your actual ROI is. You get closer to like the EV you actually deserve in tournaments. And I'm more into that than into the whole like lottery ticket aspect of live tournaments. To the disappointment of my mother, I don't think I want to be an attorney again. I was living a really stressful existence, and I'm not built for that. Like some people are there to like achieve, make tons of money, like be there 80 hours, impress people at work. I was not into that. Like I could not stand the way my life was going when I was at my first law firm. So that's not in my future, I don't think, unless I could practice on my own someday. But I was thinking that I'm going to do poker as long as I love it, as long as I could pay the bills with it, and hopefully get better and better. And I'm getting more into like coaching people, into writing articles, into making videos, like things that can supplement the playing, because you really can't play great poker 80 hours a week, 70 hours a week. It's just not. It wouldn't happen. Like you come to a point of diminishing return where afterwards your hourly rate goes lower and lower. You might even be losing if you're tired and you're not motivated. So I'm trying to supplement my poker income with some things that are poker related but aren't detracting from, I guess all the playing. So I guess in the near future, I'd really like to be playing poker and doing some other things to supplement that. Maybe in the very far future, I was thinking about getting into just teaching. My mom and dad were both teachers, and they had really great lives. Like their social lives are wonderful, their family lives are great, and also it leaves the whole summer open for the World Series. I could play online every night when it finally comes back to the US, so that's like my very far in the future plan.